All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? I want everyone just to kind of put their hands up in the air right quick because we're talking about real life mastery here, guys, and we're going to go ahead and get into this presentation right about now because you guys are ready for this and it has to happen. So, we're going to look at some of the top 3 things that yoga is going to bring into your life. Now, I know yoga is portrayed a lot on social media here in America, around the world is, being something really feminine, something very much, just towards the feminine creatures, towards women that is portrayed as something artful, really just feminine like. But I'm going to talk about it from a man's perspective. Talk us how it's going to make us better men and exactly how it can increase our masculinity by knowing ourselves better so that we can better express ourselves in our true masculine form. So, number 1 is we're talking about working with our life force, okay? So we're talking about working with our life force energy and how that's going to work. A lot of these, you guys are talking about like semen retention. We're talking about increasing our prana. We're talking about increasing that overall feeling of strength in life so we can better express ourselves, right? That's what we're talking about. So that's how yoga is all about. That's what the ancient lineage is all about, increasing our life force energy so that we can be more in harmony, more in balance with our own life, so we can know ourselves as part of everything. It sounds really far out, but it's on a simple level. It takes what seems far out or what might seem super spiritualistic and it creates a very tangible way of understanding it through your own experience of life, through practicing it. And guys, also think about this, okay? This second tip is like, it creates self-dependency, okay? A lot of times we're looking for something like substance dependency, right? Where a lot of people are addicted to things, okay? Or a lot of people are looking for a dopamine rush or, kind of get lost in that. Well, this is giving you a practice that you can learn to be dependent on yourself so that you can start feeling strong and you can know yourself and know that you have your own tools, your own wisdom to create a life that fulfills you, that gives you strength from the inside out. And you're not seeking approval, you're not looking for approval or it's not gonna run out either. Like you practice yoga and it has this way of you practice it until you've had enough of it, and then you can either transfer into meditation or just kind of getting into your day. So it connects you. Yoga means the union of life. So that's what we get. We get life mastery through being in union with life. And like I said, guys, this is for our masculine strength. Okay? This is to increase it, so to level up that masculine strength so we can be more fully fledged men, So we see in many other species, right, like over a period of maturation, the maturation of like a gorilla or a lion that, they go through being a cub, a small little fledgling, and then over time they mature into a muscular man, into the animal that they're meant to become. But we as humans have to continue to take those steps, especially in modern culture, and keep our maturation process going. That's why I'm looking to target guys 18 to about 35, you know what I mean, guys? 18 to 35-year-old men, because we're maturing, guys, and we're want to be able to take our whole life wisdom and turn that into something special so we can be 80, 90, 100, 120-year-old men and we can, have fully developed, and we have that spiritual wisdom later on in our life, and we did our part in our life. You know what I mean, guys? And then you can celebrate your life. It can lift the weight when you develop yourself and you've done the work, guys. Like, trust me, you go through this process, guys, and it's sort of like the weight is lifted. You know what I'm saying? You can celebrate, you can feel grateful in your life, you can feel good about feeling like you've done something of contribution in your life, and that you took the time to develop yourself, and that's something special. And so that leads us into the third aspect of what yoga, and I teach one-on-one yoga. I go very deep with you because I've been on this process since I was 13. I'm 23 now, guys. That's 13 years that I've been working on cultivating a yoga practice that, is sustainable, it's suitable. I've also had the privilege of working with some top tier yogis around the world, so that all of this is just professional, authentic, and it's really here to serve you at the highest level. And that is, again, the third we were talking about right here, how the yoga is that you fully develop, okay? It's like you can be malnourished, right, in a lot of other areas of life if you don't eat the right amount of protein, if you don't get the right enough amount of exercise, if you don't work your brain, if you don't read the books, if you don't use your creative energy, you're going to be underdeveloped in life. And it's the same with our energy, guys. It's the same with our relationship to life. If you're indoors all the time, you're not going to be fully developed with your relationship with the outdoors, with God, with the energy of life, that infinite energy. And so this is where you need to continue to develop as a male, and that's why that I do this. That is why I continue to serve you and to continue to get clients, so I can assist you along your journey, and so you can fully develop into the human being that you were meant to be and experience all the things that you were meant to be. So if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to contact me, if you're feeling called, go ahead and click my email. I will put it in the description. Go ahead, get a hold of me. Check out my website for one of my pranayama courses, one of my yoga courses, or we can work one-on-one after a screening call. And with that being said, have a fantastic day.